Morning, guys. How you doing? You like my stars today? It's a funny effect on Facebook today, floating around here. Woo! So, happy Saturday. It's about 6 a.m. here. I'm first doing my first live. Today we're going to talk about oponopono. What this is, I'll let you know. This method works wonders. I have used it during my drive home. The best example is when someone cuts me off. Normally, I would get mad and curse. Now I use Ho'oponopono. It makes the drive home more enjoyable just to say these words. The words are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. If you remember back in chapter 5, we were talking about this. This is more details on it. By using these words when I am mad or have a negative feeling, it helps me to feel love, and my feelings or emotions begin to transform to positive ones. By doing this consistently, it helps to reprogram my subconscious and then make automatic reactions will be positive ones, which makes me happier and maintain an abundance of positivity. Also, I have found that even if I use some of the Ho'oponopono, saying it will help me remove any negativity and automatically things will be better. It is best to do this regularly throughout the day, even when things are going well. It will help others around you feel better, and your outcomes will be more positive as well. Ho'oponopono is the Hawaiian system that heals oneself and the world too. You're wondering, how does this work? Well, let me tell you a story here. More than 30 years ago in Hawaii, at the Hawaiian State Hospital, there was a special ward, a clinic for the mentally ill criminals. People who had committed extreme serious crimes were assigned there, either because they had a very deep mental disorder or because they needed to be checked to see if they were sane enough to stand trial. They had committed some serious crimes. According to one nurse that worked there in those years, the place was so bleak that not even the paint would stick to the walls. Everything was decaying, and it was terrifying and repulsive. Not a day would pass without a patient inmate attacking another inmate or member of the staff. The people working there were so frightened that they would walk close to the walls if they saw an inmate coming their way in the corridor. Even though they were shackled all the time, this wouldn't stop their aggression. The inmates could never be taken outside to get fresh air because of their relentless, threatening attitude. The scarcity of the staff was chronic occurrence. Nurses, wardens, and employees would prefer to be on sick leave most of the time in order not to confront such a depressive and dangerous environment. Do you live in a dangerous environment like that? Is it that bad? Maybe. Let's keep reading. One day, a newly appointed clinical psychologist named Dr. Stanley Hugh Lin arrived at the ward. Dr. Hugh Lin was the teacher of the healing system Ho'oponopono. The nurses rolled their eyes, bracing themselves for one more guy that would be bugging them with new theories and proposals to fix the horrid situation, who would walk away as soon as things became unpleasant, usually around a month later. However, this new doctor wouldn't do anything like that. Actually, he didn't seem to do anything at all. In particular, except just coming in and always being cheerful and smiling in a very natural, relaxed way. He wasn't even particularly early in arriving early in the morning. Okay. From time to time, he would ask for the files of inmates. He never tried to see them personally. Apparently, he just sat in his office and looked at their files. For members of staff who showed interest, he would tell them about a weird thing called Ho'oponopono. Little by little, things started to change in the hospital. One day, somebody would try again to paint the walls, and they actually stayed painted, making the environment more palatable. The garden started beginning to take care of. and some tennis courts were repaired. Some prisoners that up until then would never have been allowed to go outside started playing tennis with the staff. One prisoner would be allowed to be shackled anymore. Other prisoners would be allowed to be unshackled or would receive less heavy pharmaceutical drugs. More and more prisoners obtained permission to go outside unshackled without causing trouble with the hospital employees. In the end, the atmosphere changed so much that the staff was not on sick leave anymore. Actually, the more and more people wished to work there. Prisoners gradually started to be released. Dr. Hugh Len worked there for close to 4 years. In the end, there remained only a couple of inmates who were relocated somewhere else when the clinic for mentally insane criminals had to be closed. So, you see, the Ho'oponopono method does work. So, what are the words again? I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So, use those words repetitively throughout the day, and they'll help you to be better and be more helpful and joyful and make your gardens flourish. Thanks, guys. Have a great Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.